First heat race of your Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association coming to the green off of turn number 4. Top 5 make the A main. Look at James Brody lead him down the back straightaway with the 47 of Branto Banyan in second. The 81 of Jack Dover runs in third ahead of the 5 of Lutz. Now Lutz just needs to transfer to the A main to guarantee a spot in the redraw here tonight based off of his qualifying time earlier this evening. Under the procedures of the Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association. Laps fast here. James Brody showing the way. He said that car last night at Jackson doesn't have a lot of 410 experience, but I talked to him. And he used some very, very colorful and very descriptive words to talk about how fast these 410s are compared to 360 sprint car action. And yeah, he's showing the way right now in that 33 machine. Continues to lead over the 47 of Branto Banyan, 81 Jack Dover, 5 of Lutz. And right now the 17 of Amdahl's got the final transfer spot. And he's looping it around on the back straightaway. He keeps it moving. We stay green for the moment. Still green as Zach Amdahl trying to get back onto the racetrack. Slow on the top of turns 3 and 4, and the yellow's going to come out. Yellow is out over the speedway. Well, that was a wild moment there for the Minn Kota Power Cooperative, Carroll Trucking, Flag Island Resort number 17, and its driver, Zach Amdahl. He slipped off the racetrack on the back straightaway, did at least one complete 360 outside the racetrack, and then was able to point it and continue on. Then come to a stop, and the caution comes out with, looks like 2 laps to go, and our first of 3 heat races tonight. Make that 4 heat races for the Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association. First ever appearance for the Buffalo Wild Wings NOSA sprint cars here at I-90 Speedway. James Brody, your race leader. The 47 of Branto Banyan in second, Jack Dover third. The 5 of Eric Lutz runs in the 4th spot. Right now the final transfer position belongs to Alan Gilbertson in the 97. Brody continues on, continues to show the way. 2 laps to go when he gets to the flag stand here on the opening Buffalo Wild Wings heat race. Lutz continues to run in 4th. That's a transfer spot. That would get him in the redraw. He's doing what he needs to do right now in this heat race. So is James Brody. This will get him in a redraw as a heat race winner. The 33 of James Brody wins heat race number 1 with the Buffalo Wild Wings at the I-90 Speedway. Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association. The 33 of James Brody picks up the win. The 47 of Branto Banyan finishes second, third to the 81 of Jack Dover, and 4th to the 5 of Eric Lutz, 5th place to the 97 of Alan Gilbertson. The 33 of James Brody makes the redraw as a heat race winner. The 5 of Eric Lutz makes the redraw as a fast qualifier in a transfer spot in his heat race. So those 2 drivers make the redraw tonight out of heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 of 4 for the Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association fires off in turn number 4. 0 Nick Amdahl, 31 Shane Rommeling from row 1, 35 Skylar Prohaska, 8H Jade Hastings, row 2. 10S Josh Schwangler, 2K Kevin Engel, row number 3, 32 Dusty Ballinger from the tail. 8 laps is your distance. Top 5 go to the A main. It's heat race number 2 of the Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association. Good start for Nick Amdahl. The 0 will lead the way down the back chute. The 35 of Skylar Prohaska already up to the 2nd spot and wants to get the win out of this one to get himself into the redraw. It's the only way he can do it. Jade Hastings, quick qualifier out of this one with Lutz firmly in the redraw. He needs to finish in a top 5 spot to go to the redraw as well. Speaking of top 5, right now Kevin Engel in that 5th spot all over the 31 of Shane Rommeling for the 4th position. Engel to the inside looking for it. Rommeling goes up the racetrack and Kevin Engel wheels up off of turn number 2 and he has the 4th position. Now Rommeling on the bubble to transfer to the main event here tonight. Nick Amdahl continues to set the pace. The 35 of Skylar Prohaska trying to reel him in. 4 laps to go on this one. Closing in, down to about 6 car lengths for the race lead. Amdahl has it. Prohaska, he's got the line out. Sets the hook. Here he comes. They go down to turn number 1. Amdahl about maybe a quarter of a car off of the cushion. 35 of Prohaska, right rear, right up in the fluff. Off of turn number 4. Amdahl better drive there as they come to 2 to go. Nick Amdahl going to have 1 lap to go on this one if he wants to make the redraw in his CMS pace painting up North Pizza Pub. Zero Machine. Prohaska, though, on the pump. Final time off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Here they come. Can Prohaska get there? The answer is no. Nick Amdahl is going to win heat race number 2 in the 0. Heat race number 2 goes into the books, and it's Nick Amdahl making the redraw in the Zero Machine as your heat race winner. The 35 of Skylar Prohaska second, third to the 8H of Jade Hastings. He will make the redraw as a quick qualifier. 2K Kevin Engel is fourth, and fifth to the 31 of Shane Romeling. Those 5 go to the main event tonight. 6 to the 32 of Dusty Ballinger, and 10S of Josh Schwangler finishes in the 7th spot. Jack Croker, 14, Jody Rosenboom from row 1. Tim Estenson in the 14T, 2A Austin Pierce, row 2. 35L Cody Ledger, 20A Jordan Adams, 99 Jordan Graham. Your field, 8 laps the distance. Heat race number 3 for the Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Cars. Oh, Croker got up the racetrack out into the left front of Rosenboom. Here comes Estenson to the inside of Rosenboom. Jody shut the door on him, but Jack Croker out to the early lead in the number 8 machine. 8 laps for the 8 ball. Now 7 to go on this one. Right now the 35L of Cody Ledger in the final transfer spot just behind the 2A of Austin Pierce. Jack Croker trying to make the redraw here tonight by winning this heat race, and he's doing so. 0.8 of a second in front of the 14 of Jody Rosenboom. Austin Pierce needs to make the redraw just by finishing in the top 5 because he was one of the fast qualifiers from Group B qualifications earlier tonight. Fast laps in this one. Let's take a look here at some of the fast laps in this heat race. Estenson, 11.462. That's faster than we had in the time trials earlier tonight. So it's not an official track record because it didn't happen in time trials, but they're quicker right now than the new track record set earlier tonight. Wow. Laying it down here at I-90 Speedway. Estenson reeling in the 14 of Jody Rosenboom for the 2nd position. Time going to start to run short on this one, though. White flag is out. Croker, 1 lap to go to pick up the win here in heat race number 3. Estenson tried to get to the inside of Rosenboom, couldn't get there. Final set of turns. Jack Croker going to come to the checker flag, pick up the victory here in heat 3. Rosenboom crosses 2nd in front of Estenson. Pierce in the final transfer spot to Cody Ledger. The 8 of Jack Croker picks up the victory in that one. The 14 of Jody Rosenboom 2nd. Tim Estenson finishes 3rd in the 14T. Austin Pierce, Cody Ledger 4th and 5th. Croker and Pierce will make the redraw. Jordan Adams 6th and Jordan Graham 7th. Those 2 will go to tonight's consolation. By the way, fast lap in that one went to the 14T of Tim Estenson, 11.462. That's faster than the new track record earlier tonight in qualifications. Now, because it did not happen in time trials, it does not count as a track record, but you just witnessed the fastest lap again ever turned here at I-90 Speedway. Blake Egelin, Nick Ranton in row number 1, Wade Nygaard, Brendan Mullen row 2, Colton Young, Elliot Amdahl row 3, T. Young from the tail. 8 laps, 5 will transfer to the show from heat race number 4 of the Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Cars. Nick Ranton out to the early lead in this one. He picked up a heat race win last night at Jackson Motorplex. They were 3 wide back there for the 3rd spot. Here comes the 51A of Elliot Amdahl to the inside of the 26 of Blake Egelin. Amdahl in the 4th spot. Now Egelin on the bubble to transfer to the A-main here tonight with the 4 of Colton Young, the first car 1 spot out of the transfer. Here comes Young trying to reel him in off of turn number 4. They'll race back down into turn number 1. Nick Ranton, though, stretching his legs over Brendan Mullen 1.1 seconds the interval last time by the stripe. This time at the stripe, it's out to 1.6. So Nick Ranton right now hooked up in that 55 machine. 11.244 his last lap. Now we're 0.2 quicker than qualifying earlier. Yeah, she's blistering out here. Fast. A lot of racing between now and their main event here tonight. Of course, there's a B main in many of the divisions. I think every class but the street stocks has at least one B. Two of them have two. A lot of B mains coming up here at I-90. Again, buckle in. Here comes a battle for the lead. Buckle up for this one as well. The 11M of Brendan Mullen trying to get there on the 55 of Nick Ranton. Ranton gets to the inside of T. Young, slides it up the racetrack. Here comes Mullen. He clears the lap car as well. White flag is out, final time. Brendan Mullen's in a redraw spot, but he wants the heat race win. He'll dive to the inside of Ranton. Final turn. Nick Ranton puts himself in the redraw in the 55 machine by holding on for that win. Oh, trouble. Turn 2. Colton Young spins it around over there in the second turn. Nick Ranton going to hold on for the win in that one, and he'll put himself in the redraw by doing so. His best lap in that one, 11.244. So now we're 0.2 faster than we were earlier tonight in qualifications. Set for the green, 8 laps your distance. First of 2 B mains for the lawn and snow. USRA Hobby Stocks to transfer to the A. Gavin Gilbertson out to the early race lead. Bill Christensen holds the second spot. Matt Goff right there behind him. Here comes Katie Kroc using the high line. Marnie DeBoer side by side as they go back to turn number 1. That's the battle for the 4th spot right behind Matt Goff. Christensen up the racetrack a little bit, running second in that 99 machine. Goff coming after him. We'll see if he can get there. Goff to the inside of the 99 of Christensen as I go down the back straightaway. Couldn't quite pull up next to him. Into turn 3, now off of 4. This is where Goff made up his time last lap. Got the car a little loose, and Christensen continues to hold down P2. Marnie DeBoer still 4th. Justin Peterson 5th. I'll make that Katie Kroc in the 5th spot. No transponder hitting for the 15. Here comes Justin Peterson after her, however, for position number 5. Kroc got into the wall here on the front straightaway. Shot some sparks in the air. Continues on. Gavin Gilbertson, your race leader, the 88G, coming up on some traffic. Oh, second place Christensen up the racetrack. Here comes Goff to the inside. And Matt Goff into the transfer spot at the stripe with 3 to go. Navigate traffic, and Matt Goff now into a transfer spot. Here comes Marnie DeBoer. She's up to 3rd. Does she have time to catch the 17 of Goff? Get to the show here tonight. 2 laps to go. White flag out for your leader, the 88G of Gavin Gilbertson. Goff still in second, about 6 car lengths in front of Marnie DeBoer. Last time into turn number 3 for the 88G of Gavin Gilbertson, and he will punch a ticket to the big show tonight. For the Lawn and Snow Company, USRA Hobby Stocks, Matt Goff going with him to the A main. Gavin Gilbertson and Matt Goff finish first and second in that B main. They go to the feature event tonight. Marnie DeBoer, Bill Christensen, and Justin Peterson, your top 5 from B main number 1 from the Lawn and Snow Company, USRA Hobby Stocks. B main action continues with the green flag in turn number 4 for these Lawn and Snow Company, USRA Hobby Stocks. Top 2 going to go to the A main here tonight. Kermit Rose, Mike Peckus bring us to the green. Peck is going to lead him off of turn number 2. Jason Bradley from deep in the field already up to that second and final transfer spot in front of the rest of the field. Here comes Devin Van Veldhuizen looking to the inside of Bradley. Can't quite get there. And Bradley continues to hold on to the transfer spot. Just texting back and forth with James Brody, the winner of one of our Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Car Heat races. He had a best lap of 11:079. And he summed it up by saying, she's quick now. Yeah, she is. Lightning fast track here at I-90 Speedway tonight. Mike Peckus, Jason Bradley showing the way here in B main number 2. Final B for the USRA Hobby Stocks. Pair of Bs coming up. For the USRA B Modifieds. Rose just had a moment here on the front straightaway. Had to collect the car up to not get into the front straightaway wall after a bobble off of turn 4. 3 to go in B main number 2. It is still Mike Peckus, Jason Bradley showing the way. Devin Van Veldhuizen still right there, just 0.4 of a second behind Jason Bradley. In fact, he's looking to his inside as they go to turn 3. 2 to go. Can Bradley hold on in that final transfer spot to put the Naughty Nurse Motorsport 17J in the show? Third of a mile here at I-90 Speedway. Peckus a little bobble there getting into turn number 3. Here comes Bradley looking to his inside. They all look at a white flag. Final lap. Devin Van Veldhuizen going to give it his might here in the final circuit. Bradley down off of turn number 2, pulling away a bit down the back straightaway. Peckus looks like he's going to get the win in the K9. Who goes with him to the show? Peckus going to get the win. Bradley going to hold on to finish in second to the 17J. So B main number 2 goes to Mike Peckus and the 17J of Jason Bradley. He'll transfer on as well. Devin Van Veldhuizen a close third. Jason Scott, Alec Blackford, your top 5 from B main number 2 from the Lawn and Snow Company, USRA Hobby Stocks.